What you watching?
Let's do it. True Vision TV. We in the building.
What's good with you? They can hear me? We gonna see.
What up, what up? Turn me up.
Hey, turn me up.
Turn me up.
Man, turn me up, man. Turn me up, goddamn it.
What's up, you dig?
Man,
What's
I
good
made
with
it,
you?
man. I'm on True Vision TV and I'm
Shout out
happy.
True Vision.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I got the artist known as Friday9ight.
With a 9.
With
Friday
a
night with a
9,
9.
you know what I'm saying? So when y'all look them up, Friday9ight. You
From
did?
Jersey.
KOK recording artist, man. Good music, good taste music, different nation. Man, we lit out here, man. We on the way.
Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
So I was on IG the other day, right?
Yeah.
I'm scrolling, you know what I mean? Usually I'm looking at something, you know, big old booty or some shit. You know
As always. I think the algorithm put the ass in front of us.
The algorithm. But then I come across my brother. Turn me up.
Turn me up.
That's you know what I'm saying?
So,
which I've been waiting for my brother to drop something.
Yeah.
So like, let's just get into it and like, what's the inspiration? You know, as far as you dropping some new shit and you know, just coming out of nowhere to me.
Yeah.
Or was that the plan?
Nah. So what's crazy is, man, like this guy next to me, man. This is my nephew. So first and foremost, he has my first and last name. My brother named him after me. So rest in peace, 0 So when y'all see the inspiration that's coming out, it seemed like it's out of nowhere. This dude will come over here, find his way to get to my crib after starting his own garage door company, man, running this company and being an entrepreneur at a young age. He found his way to get over here and make sure he records. And when I tell you this dude record, and I'll be like, yo, just leave me open. Like, leave me open. And sometimes, you know what I mean? At first, you know, I'll be playing around and shit, but I was like, you know what? Let me get serious because the dude, his skills, his pen game is just enhanced. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to go in. I ain't getting no younger. Let me go in with him. I said, you know what I'm saying? The last nephew uncle duo I saw was Quavo and Takeoff, man, and rest in peace, Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Ain't nobody else doing it right now. So me and him can go crazy right now if we just apply some pressure, stay consistent, and just put and drop. You know what I'm saying? And let people hear us finally. You know what I'm saying? So I figured like, why not just do it with them? And then come right back because I got history in the game, you know what I'm saying? From being a young artist to now an older artist, you know what I mean? Coming back and seeing both ways, you know what I'm saying? How when we used to rap and now the sound is a lot different now, but being able to match both. You know what I'm saying? Going back to do what I used to do and still being able to. He the reason why I can do it though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, cause he keep me like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like if you're in the gym, if you leave the gym alone and you know what I mean, you ain't gonna lose your shot. It's just that you got to get that touch back. You know what I'm saying?
So nephew, you was where you was up top, you was down here?
So
how you end up in Atlanta?
I think it was a little after my grandmother passed away, his mother, R.I.P. Miss Brinson. He came up and he told me, he was like, when you graduate, come down. Because I was sending him songs, but I got with a producer. Shout out Batman.
So, he was recording on a phone.
On a phone,
making
FL
hits.
Studio, yeah.
On a damn phone. This was before this band labs and all that shit was.
My nephew
man, listen, this was before all that. He was doing this shit on a phone, bro.
Me and my two cousins, shout out Ratu Bands, shout out Kill So South. Kill So South, one of the biggest DJs in Jersey. Feel me? Ratu Bands, one of the biggest personalities in Jersey. But when we was coming up, just making songs on a cell phone, we using, I forgot what we use as a pop filter, but that's besides the point. We use tape. We put the tape on the ceiling so it could hang down like a mic drop, all types of feel me. We was really like going crazy. But long story short, he came up after the funeral and he told me, I like your music. Come down, basically. Like, come down for a few months, kick it, see if you like it. I came down for 3 months. He had me at A Strip Club. I love it.
So wait, how many songs did it take nephew sending you before you was like, you know what? Let's make it.
Bro, it was like 2 joints. And it was consistent. I'm like, yo, hold up. He did 2 like this. Send me some more.
He a little cap because I used to rap to him when I was 12 or 13.
No.
He was like, all right, what you talking about?
Listen to me.
Like, what you talking about, though?
Listen. No. He used to rap to me. I said, yo, you got to take it serious. Put songs together. He didn't want to do that. He just wanted to rap to me and freestyle.
I had no money.
I know. But then when you took it serious, that's when I was like, all right, you know what? He ready. Yeah. I need him out here. And he sent me some songs. I'm like, oh, shit. This little dude got it. You know what I'm saying? But at first, when he was rapping different now. From this sound y'all hear right now, he actually formed into this sound. His sound was a little different. Before you sound like a mixture of 6ix9ine and a mixture of every other rap artist all in one.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
yelling. I was yelling in a lot of music.
What was the inspiration there? You just
From yelling. Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm from Jersey, so we listen to everything. Like we listen to Chicago, big on Chicago. Um, Atlanta, yeah, but it was more so like Chicago and New York. So that's what everybody was doing. That's the same thing I was doing. But I guess the inspiration to kind of transfer over. I always been different. I feel like I always been different. I don't know. Like for some reason, I always been melodic. I don't know why. He even said since I was a kid, I used to come up with flows first.
Man, let me tell you real
I don't
quick.
know why.
So this is crazy. So we just gonna go to this real fast. So like when he was young, he was 1 year old, bro. I had the record deal with Queen Latifah. I used to sit this dude, you know what I'm saying? He'd sit on my lap. I'll be on Black Planet and with beats playing. I had my beats playing, him on Black Planet, I'm writing. 1 year old, bro. This dude, like right when he was one, he'd sit on my lap, he'd just be tuned in. When the dude hit like 1.5, he was already freestyling. Already, bro, freestyling. So if I got stuck on a song, I was like, hey, Rod, what would you do to this? And he would come up with a melody to help me jumpstart what I was doing, bro, at 1.5, bro. So to see what he's doing right now is mind blowing, bro. It's crazy. Y'all have no idea about this, but yo, this is insane to see this dude sitting next to me, bro. When I was damn near what 20, so I was 20 something, 22 maybe, you know what I'm saying? And now, man, this dude is doing what he doing now, sounding like he sound, bro. It ain't even. I probably was a little bit younger than that, but still, just to see what he doing now and hear how he sound now, bro. I already knew he was destined to do it, but it's crazy to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
When you around like this, it's inspiration. Without my uncle, I probably wouldn't even be rapping. Without living in the city of Newark, I don't even know if I have something to rap about because everything that feel me, the music that y'all hear ain't the sad shit. I tried to play y'all the uplifting shit. Sometimes I can't listen to the music that I make already, if that makes sense. Feel me? It's already made. It's just like feel me. It's almost like a what you call that when females be writing in a little diary. A diary is almost like a lot of my music like a diary, damn near. So I don't be trying to play it. I can't play it every song. I can't, but I can play that though for
so
sure.
let's talk about this Poe record.
That's one that could be played all the
That's
time.
the lead single.
That's the lead single on. Like, so I got he told me like, oh man, you got to drop a project, man. People still know you. You still got fans. You got to get out there. You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do it. I'm gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? I got it's called what the hell is shit? Seasons.
No,
No,
no, it's
no, four
just in
seasons.
time.
4 seasons. I got just
Just in
time two.
time part two,
This
yeah.
just in time part two.
Just in time
But
part
I got
two.
a mixtape that I'm doing called 4 Seasons. So it's just gonna be EPs. I'm gonna drop an EP every season. So the season is gonna be you're gonna hear one of them gonna sound like I'm rapping with my up top shit because I'm from up top and I can still do that. The next one is gonna be in my, you know what I mean, my you got the spring season, you got the summer. Summer I'm gonna have the shit for the ladies. I'm gonna do, well rounded. I had the Afro beats, all that shit. Then wintertime we going back to put the fall, we going back to throw the Timbs on, you know what I'm saying? Hoodied up, you know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna hear the more rugged shit. So it's just gonna be some fun, man. But it's gonna be well rounded. It's gonna be a dope project. So that's coming soon too. So I'm getting ready to drop that EP. And that's called right. That's the 4 Seasons. But I also got the Just in Time too. This is the one he pushing me on. So you know what I'm saying? This is just gonna be like a 7, 8 joint
Sure.
album, man. So summer 25 gonna be on it just in time too. Pole is gonna be on there too.
So
Better
look,
be.
so Poe, I fuck with Poe. Poe is hard. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Mhm.
Like
Appreciate that.
it feel like what's now. You know what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
feel like what's now. I'm pretty sure it's easy for DJs to, blend it in. So like you being from up top and you saying that like you ain't really like you wasn't big on Atlanta. But that feel, that melodic feel, like what was the inspiration?
Oh no, let me if I did say that, let me backtrack. I always been like we was mainly inspired by Chicago, New York, if you was from Jersey around that time. But I will say Atlanta always been like big because we all I don't know. You always had some type of roots to it. Like Andre 3000, that's down here. T.I. always been big on T.I. Ludacris, even how his wordplay, how he do his music videos. So I always had inspiration. And my great grandmother actually from Lynchburg, Virginia. So when I used to copy her, like I used to mock her sometimes with her accent. So I always kind of like had a little love for like everything Southern. So it was nothing for me to come down here and fit in, if that makes sense. I just don't sound like I'm from down here. But music wise though, oh no,
I had to learn this shit. I
yeah,
ain't gonna lie to you,
I ain't
bro.
have to learn nothing.
It took a minute for me because being back home and everybody, it's just more aggressive with the music. We was, you know what I'm saying? Now you had your bone crusher with the aggressive, you know what I'm saying? But back home we was more, I call it aggressive, you know what I'm saying? It just real boom bap. Like our bop was like this. Now, down here, bop is more of a, like, you know what I'm saying? A little, it's a more of a feel, it's a vibe. When we was just big on lyrics, trying to get to the point, try to battle and all that. But then down here they just vibing. They just, you know what I'm saying, talking about getting money, fucking with the girls and
Basically,
vibing.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a little different for me because I came down here trying to, you know, find those beats, but still rapping too much on the beats and shit. And I'm glad that it's coming back around, the rapping shit, because niggas, people rapping right now. They rapping faster than everybody. Like everybody doing the Bone Thug rapping and shit right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little happy so I can, you know what I mean, keep it sped up and then, you know what I mean, be able to play with melodies and still give you bars at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's fun, but back to the influence and shit. I know he was saying that how he was, you know, where he was, you know, got his influence from, but a little bit of both. He got it from me too.
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what
about
I'm
to
saying?
say biggest influence is no, like I just like I said in the beginning of the interview. If Unc ain't rap, if Queen Latifah ain't sound Unc, if I ain't see that it was possible just to really be in this basement and be on TV. When I say this basement too, y'all know the basement I'm talking about. He do though. When you in this basement and then you just start from 138 and then you go on TV, it let me know it's possible. And he inspired a lot of the people around his way too. He even inspired my father. Rest in peace, 0 When my father got out of jail, his first thing that he wanted to do was look at his music video. He asked me to put it on YouTube, put a big smile on his face. You feel me? So I remember stuff like that. So it's cool. It's like almost like a full kind of full circle moment just to be right here doing the same shit right now. So it's kind of like, even though I'm not with my father, I get to, you know, still kick it with. It's like my second one.
It's my nephew's son, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nephew's son.
So it's
man.
cool. It's cool.
Neph's
Yeah, I
son.
like that.
Hey, let's talk about your early days in Jersey and full rap, like running around Jersey. What led from you? Like, where did the spark come from?
That's a good question.
All right, me or him first?
Nah,
Me?
that's a good question.
All right, so this is back in, I'm an 80 baby. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to want to rap back in the day when my older cousins used to rap. I saw Run DMC do it. They used to go crazy on stage. And when I was a kid, I used to do talent shows. But we used to rap Run DMC, Big Mouth, and all that up. You know what I mean? My Adidas and all that stuff, right? So I used to always ask them to write raps for me. I was like, "Yo, please write me a rap. Write me a rap." They wouldn't write a rap. They will always say that, "Hey, we're gonna do it for you." Never wrote me a rap. So if y'all see this, y'all already know I've been asking you know that I've been asking you to write me raps and you never did it. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I was the dude who always used to know how to do the beats with the mouth. So I was the bebop guy, and everybody else would rap around me. When I met some other dudes, you know, my friends, Malik, you know what I'm saying? You know, my folks back in the day, they was the rappers. I was doing the beats. So I have you know, a radio with the tape in it. I record the beat for about however long I could go without my mouth getting tired, and then I stop it, and then I press play on this radio, record on this radio, and then they'll rap on it. But I'll just create the beat for them. So if I wanted to extend the beat, I'll do it for however long I could do it, stop it, and then press play. And then when it stopped, I record on this one and pick the beat up. So I would extend it, bro. Bro, man, look. And then I have it on one track. So now everybody could, you know, rap. So I was doing that first. So then I was like, man, look, when nobody here, I can't even rap. I could just do beats, but ain't nobody helping me rap, man. Yo, fuck. Forget this shit. I started writing down Buckshot Shorty, Black Moon. I wrote down Tretch. These are their lyrics. Whoever I wanted to rap like, I wrote down their lyrics and I changed the words to their lyrics. And that's how I learned how to rap like anybody. So when Bone Thugs came out, I wrote down their lyrics, learned how to do it. Method Man came out, wrote down his lyrics, learned how to do it. And I could sound like each one of them back in that time. That's what taught me how to rap. Nobody taught me, so I taught myself how to rap.
Self-taught.
Yep.
So you run around the city, you doing shows.
This is before the show. So now that I learned how to rap, I finally feel comfortable enough or confident that I got good. So I went and got a job. It's called Speedy, you know what I mean? Summer jobs, whatever. I got a job. making like, man, nothing an hour, 5 something an hour. It don't even matter. But I saved up, and during that time, every time I got $100 to spare, I went and got studio time. So I get sessions in. Shout out my dog Buff Billions. I was probably sounding like crap back then. I ain't no man like crazy, but still I was able to get in the studio and perfect my craft. And you know what I'm saying? And with him, the help of him, he just helped me, you know what I'm saying, polish my flow and everything. And it went crazy after that. I started battling people after that. I was going in. I was everywhere. This is where the name Rowdy and everything came from, because now I'm battling everybody. I'm pulling up. I see people rapping on the sidewalk on the street. We pull up, hop out right on, go at them. About 2 hours, we at them. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours, bro. Hold on 1 second. I gotta take this. What's up? Nigga, I was in a house that used to get raided. Nigga, my house got raided. Nigga, fucking robbed, raided. Nigga, so back in the day, we had, what he said, the basement. We had a 3-story house. When I was a kid, I grew up with an elevator at my house. So like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. 138 Mount Vernon Place. I had an elevator in my house, bro.
Hold on. So is this considered the hood, or is this considered good living, or what is this?
It's the hood, but it's a step up from the hood. So the projects right down the street.
Class?
This is middle class.
Okay.
But so look, the projects right down the street. We got a house. My aunt was in an accident. I used to live in the hood, and I'm happy they pulled us out of that shit, because I don't know what the fuck, where the fuck, how the fuck I would be right now. You know what I'm saying? So we got pulled out of that to like the lower middle class. You know what I'm saying? And that was Ivy Hill, the Hooterville section of Jersey, North. But still, just you know how you got Atlanta, you got the Bluff, which is hood as shit, right? But then you got East Point area that's a little bit, it's not the Bluff. You know what I'm saying? Still hood, but it ain't the Bluff. You know what I'm saying? Or you got like what? It's still Atlanta, but you got like a Flat Shoals, Candler Road type of deal, but it ain't the Bluff type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it ain't Bowen Homes.
So you got the elevator in the crib.
Yeah, elevator, bro.
That's insane.
People never believed me until they came over and were like, oh shit. Yo, this dude really got an elevator in this shit. It went from the first to the basement.
So how old are you at this time?
Shit, I had that. I was born in 80. We got the house when I was like 1. And from 1 to before I left, 24.
So as a teenager,
grew up with an elevator in the house.
You bringing
chicks to the house and they get to see an elevator, bro.
Rowdy, you been popping this long, bro.
Bro, listen,
you been popping your shit for a long time, my nigga. Yeah. I didn't know you was popping your shit even back then.
Bro, I was a kid,
bro. You been
bro.
living good, nigga. You been living a good fucking life, bro.
That's what people. So everybody used to come to my crib. So my crib was like the jump off spot.
That's hard.
Yo, I lived across the street from the school. So during my school, I went to the school from kindergarten to 8th grade. My family was already known in the area. They used to sell drugs. They, you know what I'm saying? They already known. So again, my house was the popping house. Like for shit, you trying to pick up some motherfucking 8-ball, you trying to get some drugs, you trying to come through whatever. You know, I was a young dude that always just had the girls. I always had them. That's one thing I ain't going on. Till I go. I ain't gonna lie to you. And this was before everybody was tricking off. We ain't had to trick off back then. You know what I'm saying? We had them. If you had it, you had it. Some people had to. We ain't had to trick off. And ladies, if I ever gave you some money to have, well, like just to enjoy your time, I wasn't tricking off. I was just donating. I was just letting you have some fun and shit. You feel me? Because I ain't have to do that shit. I was just, you know what I'm saying?
So you got the popping spot.
Yep.
Coming through. You running up, you battling.
Battling everybody, bro.
So while you running up and you battling, is it like everybody's like, yo, like Rowdy is that nigga to come see? You trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like niggas in the hood, like this is the main nigga.
So it got to that point. It got to that point. So they used to bring me to battle Haas the Ripper, Scully, you know what I'm saying? It got to the point where when I did I did Apollo. I just did Apollo. They had Method Man, Redman, LL, DMX, Fat Joe, right? So I did a rhyme that I saw it was so many Spanish people in the crowd. And I was like, damn, I knew this shit would come in handy one day. I wrote a rap that had Spanish in it. And when I did that shit after Apollo, bro, the crowd went nuts, bro. Shout out to DNY, man. DNY came and they pulled me from the Apollo, pulled me backstage with DMX. You know what I'm saying? Got a chance to meet DMX.
Wait, DMX was there?
Yeah, they all performed. I was, and so this is a concert. In the intermission, I was able to perform. My old managers at the time got me a little slot in between to be able to perform, bro. I was young as hell. Shout out to them, man. Dewey. Awesome. Shout out to Lisa and Dewey. You know what I'm saying? They probably hate me now, mad at me. They probably got over it now because when we got into the whole record label shit, going into the whole deal with Queen Latifah and them, they were trying to get me to sign as a group with some other people when like Shakim and Flavor Unit, they wanted me as a solo artist, but they were trying to put on their other artists, and I got mad, so I left them alone. And nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sign it solo.
So is this? So let's get right into it. So is this Flavor Unit the what was that?
Queen Latifah.
No, so the record y'all had, there they go again.
100% hater. This was before that. This was before that. My first record.
Memories.
So like. Man, look, this is the this shit goes down like the rabbit hole is so long, bro. My first deal, bro, I was 18. I just had a scholarship, partial scholarship, to St. Peter's College for basketball, and then art academic. So I just got to college, and I got in August, got a record deal in November. I was 18 years old. Just went to college, happy as shit, got all the girls chilling, and I got a record deal. And now
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Okay. So Flavor Unit / Warner Brothers. So they did a subsidiary called Ghetto Works. Yeah. So which was cool. So I got a chance to have Warner Brother distribution and Flavor Unit, as my label, right? So
do you remember what you did with your van?
Blew it. I blew that shit easy. And the craziest part again is if you don't know what to do with money, any new kid that get money, the first thing you want to do is help your people that came up with you. You want to give them a couple dollars and shit so everybody ain't starving. They got some money, they can go do some shit or help somebody pay a bill or something. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to buy some shit. We want to consume. Black people, we consumers like a motherfucker because we don't know what to do with money at first. So you go and buy some shit that's going to make you happy. A chain. First thing niggas is doing is buying a chain. I bought a fucking big-ass fancy chain, Figaro. Got robbed for that motherfucker, bro. They got me. They wanted my Avirex jacket. They saw the chain, forgot about the fucking jacket. Fuck y'all niggas, whoever did that shit, because I don't know who they was. Right? So you get some money, you blow it. Artists, if y'all get some money in advance, I don't give a fuck how much you get. Invest it into yourself. Buy your location. Buy your camera. Buy your mic. Buy your computer. Buy something that can generate more money, bro. Don't just go out and spend it. Please don't go in a strip club and throw money and think that shit is the shit for you to make you poppin'. No, you're going to blow it, you're going to lose it, and then the girl's going to forget that you ever threw it. So don't do that shit. Get some money, get you an establishment where you can put your people to work. If you buy a camera, you can hire a cameraman. You get a computer or buy a studio, a mic and all that, you can now rent your studio out and make some money. You can tell your label, hey, I want to record at my studio. So instead of them paying some other studio, now you get the money. So please don't do the dumb shit. Learn from me. I done did it. But back then I got signed.
You got signed at 18.
18. Me and Nelly got signed the same time. Maury Winkler and Courtney Benson. That was our lawyers and shit at the time. They kept asking me, yo, I got an artist, man, St. Lunatics, man. Yo, do a song with my dude, man. I was like, bro, I don't know who nobody from St. Louis, bro, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see people from New York. If you want me to do song with somebody from New York, I'm trying to, but shit, I don't know who the hell this person is. And he a new artist like me, so I don't know what he was capable of. I didn't even listen to the shit. Next thing you know, everyone I'm doing an interview, Nelly's doing an interview. They colorful as hell. Band-Aids, colorful as shit, all type of M&M, candy, Skittle jackets and shit. And I'm over here dark as hell. I keep telling him, stop wearing all black. You know what I'm saying? Put some color, make it pop a little bit.
We're going to make this black pop.
Yeah. I keep telling him, but I was like, yo, stop being so dark. But I'm telling him, but I was doing the same shit. Wearing all dark colors everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then these dudes is just shining when they ain't even known yet, but they just look like stars. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, man, Nelly took off. My first single drop, Never.
That was Never.
Never.
So this is before Queen Latifah, right?
No, it's still Queen Latifah.
Oh, it's still Queen.
So I had 2 runs with Queen Latifah. My first one was the Takeover project. I had the first leading single off the Takeover soundtrack, which was Never. Yep. So me, Jaheim, Channel Live, Lords of the Underground, Das Effects, bro. I was there. I had a whole huge roster of people that was with us. You know what I'm saying? Antonique, she's She played Faith in the Biggie movie, Law and Order. She doing her thing. So shout out to Antoinette. Yeah, Antoinette. So her, Fate, the group Fate. So it was cool. But we were signed to Warner Brothers. We did distribution through Warner Brothers. The second go around was with the Unit. That's with Storm P from Queens.
So wait. What happened between the first go around and the second go around?
All right.
Where the first go around made you have to do the second go around?
So first go around, and you know what I'm saying? This ain't the bad mouth nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Because like the head of the label, Shakim, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to really teach me the game. I was a hard-headed little dude that wanted to run around and mess with the girls and shit instead of really learn the business of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but they got a deal. They got a budget from this big company, which is Warner Brothers, to put these artists out. They had Jaheim, had me, they had a couple other artists and shit. They gave us a budget and gave us advances. You know what I'm saying? So now with this deal, if they put songs out, put us on little promotion tours and shit, we was everywhere, right? So none of our songs took off, but Jaheim. Jaheim shit blew. He stayed Warner Brothers because he was, with KG, they got him that deal. But our shit ain't none of our shit blow. It was cool, but it ain't blow. And I don't think that, a lot of marketing money was put in between in between our projects or whatever, but still it didn't blow. You know what I'm saying? You put some steam on it, put it on the radio, do a market run. If it don't blow, bro, now people still be trying to force it to push it. Back then, that shit wasn't blowing, bro. It ain't a hit. Hey, look, we gonna move to the next shit. So that situation was done. I'm just thankful that they kept me on a roster. You know what I'm saying? Still knew I was nice, still believed in me, kept me on the next roster. So now we got new artists that came in. Storm P, Confidential, 21 grand, like 20 grand Picasso, so we had new artists coming. James Gotti, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes, shout out to Gotti, and these dudes were nice too, you know what I'm saying? So they got another budget. Now this is with EMI. We get another budget with EMI. They do the same thing. Put money, some of their money they putting up too, but they got a budget again to do the same thing. Put us on tour. We doing this time we called ourselves The Unit. Get it, Flavor Unit, The Unit. So we flew out to LA, recording the album in LA with Queen Latifah. We got everybody coming through. Outlaws, MC Light, shit. Everybody. All these artists pulling up. Battle Cat, shout out, my West Coast family, you know what I'm saying? Dub C. So they came out, right? Next thing you know, we doing all it. We got the album done. We're about to release the album. We heating up in LA. We doing Wayne Brady. We got soundtrack with Bring It Down the House because Queen Latifah was out there filming. Only thing that we didn't do is stay grounded back home. We're in LA now doing all this promotional stuff, right? A couple months later, G Unit pop up. We're The Unit. They got G Unit. They got the hood on smash, dropping mixtape after mixtape. We put one album out. All of these artists that we had was fire. We could have took down any one of their artists any given time, bro. We would have destroyed them, bro. But they had a movement. They had a whole movement. They came in with the I was like, oh shit, we done. It was a wrap. It was done for the unit, bro. So we go back home and we think we popping because we on the West Coast, nigga. It's a whole nother world out there. Radio's different, everything. We think we popping. We come back to Jersey to perform and all that. Bro, it's flooded with G Unit. We said, damn, it's over. So I guess at this point, Queen Latifah and them was like, yo, man, look, man, we ain't even gonna finish out this promo tour run. They just sent everybody home. Yo. But again, I had another life with them. They still was like, you know what? Man, you come up to the office, man. Just come hang out, answer the phones for us. We're going to give you, they gave me like 10 bands. They said, we're going to pay you weekly, bro. I said, damn, yeah, that's love, bro. Shout out to Shakim because he ain't had to do that for me. Ain't no label who do that for their artists and shit, but he did that for me. And I was like, you know that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had to send texts and shit like, yo, damn, yo, bro, come on, man, that's messed up. Still looked out for me and shit. And then he took me to film. They went out and filmed the Beauty Shop movie in LA. Gave me a crib. Gave me a crib. Shout out to Otis Best. They put me in a crib out there in the Valley, North Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to be on set. And you know me, I'm on set around all these badass chicks. What I do? I'm rowdy, bro. I can't help it. Bro, I'm out there, you know what I'm saying? At this time, the G-Unit t-shirts came out. You couldn't tell me I wasn't a little 50. I was diesel than everybody. I did push-ups every minute. And I used to, I was coming on set. Bro, I was, man, look, you couldn't tell me I wasn't a part of G-Unit at that time, bro. Because it was funny as hell, bro. So it was so cool that, right? And it's crazy, bro. Like, this haunted me for a while, but it was so I wore, I always wear them little tank tops and shit. And I'm in Cali. Keisha Cole was shooting a video. My boy, Benny Boone, he hit me, said, pull up on him. I pulled up. She shooting a video with the dude, Chink Santana. I pull up. I think the I Should Have Cheated video they was filming. I pull up, say what's up to all of them, everybody. When I leave, I get a call. Yo, Keisha wants you in the next video, bro. For, what's that shit? The shit that Tyrese was in. But they wanted me for the role. I missed the fucking call. I missed the call. My phone, I had two phones. I let one of the phones go. The sidekick, I let it go off. I turned it back on. I got the text from them. Yo, they want you in the video. Man, I was like, yo, I'm ready. They was like, we just filmed that shit a week ago, Rowdy, man. I was everywhere I was at. Any elevator, any shopping store, anywhere the song fucking came on. Haunted me, bro. Haunted me, man. I was so pissed, bro, because that could have been another comeback for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? To get me out there on some sex symbol shit. So I used to be like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, damn, man, maybe God ain't really want me to really like take over in the hip hop industry at that time. I probably would have got caught up in some shit out here, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always on my little freak shit, you know what I'm saying? Turned up shit. And I'm happy as fuck I ain't get caught up in none of them parties and them wild parties and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I probably got saved from something, bro. This is the realest shit that I could share with you. I probably got saved from something. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no way I had this many shots at the shit for real and just didn't really like, you know what I'm saying, take off with one of them. Not even just rapping this shit. It was other shit. You know what I'm saying? But thank you to Shakim, Queen Latifah, and them for allowing me to be a part of the Beauty Shop movie. So I am in a couple scenes in there. So when you watch it again, now y'all know I'm in that motherfucker. Y'all can be like, oh shit, that is Rowdy. And y'all saw me a couple times already, but I had braids.
Hey, what was it like working with Queen
Oh,
Latifah? I've never even met her before.
Yo, so
let alone you did music with her, you do movies. Like, how was that?
Shout out Queen Latifah.
Shout out Latifah. She just had a birthday March 13th, man. So happy belated.
Big Jersey.
Hey, so look, the crazy thing is, right? It's two people in life that I met that I don't know if y'all ever had this feeling. When you see them, they didn't look real. It was LL Cool J and it was Queen Latifah. They just look fake. I don't like, what the hell? They got a glow.
I know exactly.
And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? It's a super, you just see a superstar. Shit is crazy as hell when you see him, right? So when I saw him, I'm like, yo, I'm with Latifah. Oh, shit. So it got to the point where we got cool. And I call up like, what we doing? Let's head out. Let's hit the club. And she'll come out. And I'm like, yo, this is Latifah coming with me, bro. Like, this is wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that was super cool that she even, like, was humble enough to even do that with me. But, like, to work with her, bro, she's dope. Like, you know what I mean? I wrote verses for her. And then I wrote the verse. She go in the booth. And it's like she wrote the motherfucker. I'm like, yo, how the fuck? I know I just wrote this motherfucker. But she doing this shit as if she already had this shit in her head, like, locked in. Shit is amazing, bro. She's dope. She's a whole star, bro, on all fronts. And then she'll twist your shit up, do it her way and shit. And she can sing with it. That's hard. She's a beast, man. Latifah's dope.
Shout out Queen Latifah, man. She one of the reasons why I want to rap. Obviously, the sound of him saying that it was possible. Yeah, hell yeah. What? Seeing somebody that's a big superstar. She from Jersey. I wouldn't
expect that for you. You know, being that you young. You know what I'm saying? So
I was what 4 or 5 seeing like Queen Latifah, one of the biggest just people in general. So just for a person like her and me knowing now that I'm older, that my uncle was really like right there with her, and it's cool just to say it, but I could go on YouTube right now and see it. You see what I'm saying?
He cried. He cried when he was young.
I don't know about that, but
yeah. We did the Apollo. With Queen Latifah, we had the unit run. We did the Apollo, and I'm right next to him, but he see us on TV and he's crying because he like, I want to be there with you. And I'm like, yo, I'm right here. But he's crying. He's looking at the TV, seeing us on TV and crying, bro. Like, no, I want to be on the TV with you. I'm like, yo, but Rob, I'm right here. He's crying, but that was the funniest shit in the world, bro.
I don't remember that.
Hey, but real quick before we move on, I do want to ask you about the Hater record. Hater
100%
Hater Proof.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, okay, I remember the Never record, and then I remember when I Seen You Again was that record. But let me tell you what fucked me up about that record. Because back then, when you had records with multiple people on, you either had that first verse or you had that last verse. That mean you had the hardest verse. So the fact that you had the first verse and then Queen Latifah came behind you, to me, I was like, okay, this nigga hard. You know what I'm saying? So
I wrote her verse too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I wrote that verse too.
Fire. Just take us back to that. You know what I mean?
So at that time, so we was in the lab just picking beats from everybody. You know what I'm saying? We had a hard time getting beats from Swinger and shit, but Swinger is one of the dopest producers in the world. He could take any beat, switch that, mold it up, and turn that shit into it. Bro, the dude is crazy. So before all the sampling shit that everybody doing, he could motherfucking switch, rewind, reverse a sample, bro. And bro, he's incredible, bro. This dude ain't Swinger. If he could still do what he used to do back in the day, can't nobody touch him, bro. So in that time, right, we was just looking for singles for the album or whatever. And they played that beat. I'm like, yo, that's hot. Me and Storm P started just going in on the hook.
You picked the beat.
Me and Storm P.
Wait, damn, hold on. You right? You was on the hook, the verse, and you wrote. God damn.
Yeah. I still ain't get no money from that. I ain't getting no money. I don't know what the money yet.
It was a hell of a look, though.
Yeah, it was a good look, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody in the fucking video,
bro. Everybody
was in. Bro,
shout out to everybody who passed away that's in that video, bro. Nate Dogg, DMX, fucking Mobb Deep, DMX. I'm saying, like, bro.
Bro, y'all even had the
we had Lala in the video, bro.
And y'all had the nigga from the Mob movie.
Yep, Soprano, Big Pussy. Yep. Everybody, bro.
Where y'all shot the video at?
In New Jersey, on Avon Chancellor Ave over there. Okay. Yeah, we had the whole hood out. We even put a homeless dude in there in the beginning. He like, man, y'all got the money? I need the money. We just put a homeless dude. He looked like Luke. He looked like Luke, bro. But shout out to Luke. Luke ain't homeless, but yeah, he's homeless. But yeah, like that vibe was dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to be around the team, come up with like the hook. You know what I'm saying? That thing, like you had Jay-Z with the feeling like a brush his shoulders. I was like, yo, man, you know what? That's a dope vibe. I think that kind of influenced like the record and get us people should talk about it. And then we just came up with that hook, man, and just was like, yo, we the unit. We know people gonna hate on us, and then it's the second go around for us. And you know what I'm saying? They've been a lot of people hate on Flavor Unit back in the day anyway, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Like they hate because Queen Latifah and her manager, they used to manage people first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before the whole record label thing, they was managing a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Most of the artists that's out. They'll know they show love to them. And then they just had, to me, I thought it was bad blood, but they still respected them because they knew that Latifah was on her game with the movies, shot him as an amazing businessman. So they still had to respect him even if they didn't like him like that. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this. You being a rapper, right? And at that time, Queen Latifah is like knee deep in movies. Do you feel like you was getting a proper look from the artist side? Being with, how like people say like, artists signing to another artist is like, sometimes it could be a red flag.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like signing to?
I did. But it was only because I'm like, yo, why y'all ain't pushing my stuff? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all should do more, not knowing that when I got my money, that's what I should have did with my money. But see, I didn't know that, man. Like artists, man. Artists, when y'all get your advance, invest back into yourself. If you can't afford to get like, studio, build some stuff for yourself so that you can be able to record and all that, cool. But find the way to market your own product. You're the product, bro. If you don't market yourself to let your record label see, I'm hot, put more behind me, they're not going to do it. Facts. So the craziest thing I could tell you, man, find a way. I don't give a fuck if you got to take out a loan, you got to do something. Get with a marketing team that's going to make you look larger than life. Because I guarantee you, a lot of these artists that y'all looking at, some of them broke, bro. They ain't got what y'all think they got, but they look bigger than what they are.
Ooh, okay. That's what you've been watching.